you have a pretty good idea what a good golf course is too. Alright, what about Ameobi here, reviewing Slitchey Cove, I believe it's called, by Berido. His second effort, we just played his first. He asked me to play both of them. He wanted to, I think he was wanting to see how he progressed, if I remember correctly. And so, yeah, give this a whirl. So right away, we can see that the bunker is contained within the rough now, which is good. It does cross from, maybe it doesn't. Let's have a look. It's a little bit, yeah, if I'm gonna be nitpicky, the width of the semi-rough gets just a shade different here and there, but it's not the end of the world. We're sticking with the big bunkers, which is probably a personal taste. We've got 3-9. Is there a reason to hit driver here? No, because I'm gonna go right through the end. So it's just 3-wood out to where it's wide. Nice look off the tee. The color of the tee is, and I don't know if this is the PlayStation rendering it this way, if it's my monitor or what it is, but that's an odd looking color for the tee. The fairway looks better than the tee does. I've never seen grass that color. We've got crowds because, and again, why wouldn't people be out to watch What About Ameobi play? You can see the soft fairways there. I want to see what we got for distance after what the last one was. So this one's like a good 1,000 yards shorter. Okay. So I like that we're trying new things. We're not just doing the same thing over and over again. Okay. Yeah, I've never been there, so I haven't really seen it much either. Again, and it might be rendering differently on my end. It just looked a bit odd, is all. This is some sculpting again, and this is just something that takes time, from what I can gather. Because of the way the fairway rises up here, I can't get there. Well, I could, but it's a pain. I can't see the green. And I would like to be able to, because I think, especially with what you've planted in here, the bunker and the planting and everything, I want to be able to see that. It would make this look so much nicer. So one thing to be working on, I think, is the sculpting. Greens again are probably a bit too big. I like how you've left a lot of fairway around here, though. I like that a lot. I think that doesn't get done enough. Balls to run away and stuff like that. I'm getting closer with the tempo. That just felt so slow. Oh, hunting it. Oh! No. Gone. See ya. Again, that's a pretty, it's not a very big target we have to hit to, the way the green is sloped. It wasn't the longest shot in either, in fairness. Jeez, I did that twice and I still came up short. Okay, and this is a me thing. I have a weird, my eyesight just, I've had my eyes lasered and I still struggle sometimes. I had a hard time seeing the hole just there. So I would just have to put the pin in. Just the color, yeah. Alright, so here, we've got ourselves a par 5. Yeah, sculpting in the bunkers again, a little bathtubby there. I wouldn't mind seeing you get a little bit more creative with the shaping of them too, but that'll come. We're blind again, unfortunately. It's because we haven't sculpted it here. If we just knock this down, then we can see the fairway, and it looks like it'd be a pretty cool view, especially to the green. So just, yeah, that kind of stuff. A blind tee shot's okay now and then, but I don't know that this was meant to be necessarily, or that it needed to be. I like the look of the approach, the way the bunkers are sitting here, And I mean, this second bunk, again, we've got some sculpting. This sculpting actually makes that bunker not look so massive from back here. But yeah, you can see back there, it's just, again, just a bit of smoothing would bring it down a bit and just let us see this a bit more. I mean, these are common things that people who are starting out struggle with. And a lot of the reason why I don't even bother starting is I know I wouldn't be any good at this. The green, it's a par 5, so I don't need the green to be very big. If I'm going at it in 2, I should have to hit a really good shot to get close. And I think if I'm laying up, I should be able to be precise enough with a wedge to be able to get there. So that's, yeah, I'm good with that. So we've hit a decent shot here, but have we got it the right distance? Yeah, we have. Okay. So, yeah. We've hit a good shot. We've been rewarded. That didn't break. Yeah, I didn't. No, it didn't pop up that he followed on my end either. Thanks for the follow, Grublar. That sucks. The bot didn't pop up or anything. I had no idea. Maybe it's... It could be that, or it could just be delayed. Who knows? Maybe it'll come up in a minute. I mean, we're using free software here, so that could be it. Okay. Now we got the center bunker, which you see a lot of these days. Again, from the tee, I like the look of this. We're going out to the ocean now. The green. I'm your first ever Twitch follow? Oh man, appreciate that, Grublar. That's well, I'm just gonna have to take a moment to have that sink in. I've only been doing this for a couple weeks, so wow, I'm all distracted now. What am I doing here? So we're uphill or in the wind. The bunker might not even end up being in play. I didn't want to go that far left. So your first ever Twitch follow and the bot doesn't even do its job. That's poor. How many followers does it say at the bottom? In the screen, it says on my summary it says 24, which is what it should be. Again, yeah, just a little smoothing right here, closer than this, but yeah, I can't see. I'm not able to see the green as well as I would be able to otherwise. I think that's one area the sculpting is going to be something that you're going to want to work on. I think it'll make the courses a lot better. No, my bigger concern, Grublar, though, is nothing came up at all. The whole point of this was to, well, I was using one before where I would see when somebody followed. The whole point of having something like that is to know that somebody has followed so that I can say thank you. I mean, it's showing up in the activity feed that it was 5 minutes ago. I'm starting to wonder if having stream elements as well is causing an issue. But there was one where we got it before, didn't we? Alright. You know what? In theory, I like this idea. I like this whole... the idea of it. Now, in practice, how do I feel? What am I... I'm being asked to hit a 150-yard shot. Oh, I already did that. If I come up short, I'll have a drop of some kind, but it's not really going to help me too much. It might be a tad shallow. But it's not far off. It doesn't need to be too much bigger, I don't think. Although that, again, yeah, there's not a whole lot of room to put pins. So, that would be my concern. So we're just playing to the middle of the green, really, and... Yeah, I agree with Grubbelar there. If it was a little shorter, that green size works. If it's a little bigger, this length works. It's just almost like I going downwind or no, that does break. What does that sign say? Danger, deep water. Okay, cool. Let's aim at the hole. It's not far off. It's not far. I mean, I've just played that right dead pin high, and it's been relatively simple. Depending on the wind, it could get a bit much, and so I'd just be careful with that. A little bit bigger green, then might be just a tad more playable. This is interesting. So short par 4, like very short par 4, drivable. But do you want to? How far do we need to get over that stuff? With a 3-wood it should be doable, especially downhill, or downwind, sorry. Huh. I'm almost wondering if there's a reason not to go for this green. I mean, around the green, there's a bunch of stuff to deal with, but with that tight pin there too, again, we're probably a bit close to the edge there. We're 9 feet at most from the right edge. Yeah, it's probably a bit close. I mean, I get that it's a very short par 4, but alright, I'm gonna take a poke at it though. I don't know if it gets all the way there. Oh, alright, well, that's why you don't go for it, because it's just falls front city at the front here. Okay. I don't have a problem with it being protected that way. It's a very short par 4, so well, what do I want to do here? Because this is going to get dropped off if I'm not careful. That should come out, I think. Alright. So yeah, trying to go for it, not hitting a good enough shot. I've been put in a position where getting it close is difficult. That's cool. Yanked it. Okay, this is a par 5. Alright, so we've put a nice layup area over here, into the wind at least. That's gonna leave me 270-ish. Or I can hit driver to here, which is gonna leave me kind of 200-ish. Huh. Well, I can't resist. Especially into the wind. I get a kick out of this stuff. That barely turned at all. Alright, and now I'm in bother. I like the thought process of this hole, in the sense that you've definitely thought through what you're doing here. And you've made what's really a pretty short par 5. Difficult. I was worried about that fairway there being like that. I think this is something I've seen in both your designs, is that you're not really giving a whole lot of like there's a lot of times where the fairway gets broken up, and so and the counter argument is, well, hit it in the fairway then, which is fair. The green is a bit of a sliver, but it's pretty. It makes it pretty risk reward. Oh man. Slam on. Oh, slam on the brakes. Alright. Holy smokes, he's made a putt. Look out. The crowd has gone wild. People are chanting his name. All out insanity. Okay, so we've split the fairway here. Now, oh, it definitely gives us a better angle in. For those of us that fast everything, I don't know that it's going to be that easy to get to it, because these trees are right in the way. I'm going to aim it about here. Well, we'll try. And the thing is, you know what? If because I fasted I can't get there, that's fine. Pulled it, which helped. Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I like the thought process here. And you have to carry it a good distance to get it there, and that's fine too, because I've got all this fairway on the right. So, yeah, this is well designed. Don't know that we need the tree there in the back. Again, the sculpting, it's so unfortunate. I'd like to be able to see this shot. And the green is probably a bit small for the length of shot we're being asked to hit, especially when you're putting all the slopes in there. Tree is a good aim marker, I'll give you that. If it wasn't blind though, or were you talking about the tree in the fairway? Okay, yeah, it is. If it wasn't blind, you wouldn't need it, and so if that's why it was put in there. Holy friggin' hell, what is that? If that's why it was put in there, then yeah, cool. But we've got all the ocean behind it. I'd like to see that. That's just me. That's a total personal preference thing. You start talking about that kind of stuff, some people are gonna like it, some people aren't. This is really cool with the lighthouse behind. It's uphill. It looks like it should. I think this is my favorite hole so far. How many lighthouses do we need though? Where are we that we need multiple lighthouses? But no, absent that, this just looks really neat with the way the cliff is there, and again the trees sitting there. Take it or leave it, I guess. Okay, send one up into this wind. Into the wind, this green's quite receptive. Downwind it wouldn't be. It's probably okay size though. What was I there? About 150-ish? How long was that? 163? Yeah, okay. I'd say that's reasonable. There'd be people that would like to work at this course though, because there's not much green to have to cut a lot of times. Which is, and it's, you can see there's been a progression from the last course, because the last course had really big greens. These greens are smaller. So, Berido's definitely trying some stuff here. I like that. I think this is a great way to learn how to design. Is try a bunch of things and see what works. And then what doesn't work, don't do it again. um, so this is an interesting par 4 as well. I like the look of it. I like the way the trees are on the corner there to kind of frame the dog leg. I like the water. I have all the world and more out to the right to bail. I like how this is tempting me to go at it, but I don't think that's the play. 20 yards down, that's good. I mean, it'll get over this, but it'll end up in the bunker probably. Now, the other option is I just pop one over here somewhere. And what do I leave myself? Yeah, but a buck. I think that's the play here. A different wind I might think about, and the other thing is that green is so small that, I mean, you're not hitting it with a driver or 3-wood unless you've gotten kind of lucky actually, which is okay. I don't mind that. It's a long, it's a very short par 4, so we'll talk about the green in a minute after I hit my second shot though. So yeah, pop it out here. It's gone a long way, so it was really a hybrid, but that's okay, I got enough room. And now, that is very narrow. Now the argument is it's a wedge, and it's a very short par 4, but it might be just a hair too narrow. And again, we just got some sculpting there, which takes away my view, which is unfortunate. Alright, now we've slowed it, which is more unfortunate. Bunker. So you're asking for some precision. I'm cool with the precision. Maybe just a bit wider green. Just a bit. How wide is that? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 full grids, which are 3 feet. It's 20 feet wide. Yeah, that might be a bit narrow. I should whine about court holes more. Just complain about it and then just splash the thing in there. Alright, yeah, great, awesome. Alright. Back 9. Bringing this into play. That's not a creek, that's a river. It goes out to the ocean there. Cool. We've done some planting on it. Yeah. Planting not something I'm gonna get wound up about hugely unless it's really. I mean, you could argue making it a bit more. Have a bit more planting on there. It's like there's been a little bit and then kind of not really. Maybe make it a bit more uniform, but I don't know. That tree is gonna bother me. If that's a tree to protect against red fasters, it's placed just about perfectly. It is. Jeez, I don't know about this. The wind's gonna hold it up. Try here. Oh, I've hit it. Wet. Try that one again. Now we see why the 3-wood was the option that was given to us off the get-go, but it's such a long second shot if I hit 3-wood, and the green is tiny, so no, I want to hit driver. Just aim it over here. And hit it through the fairway, because I yanked it again. Bugger. We're going to run one up here. Does hybrid come out of here? Well, it better, otherwise I'm having to lay up. Okay. Yeah, for the length of hole, the green's probably a bit small. So we've, you know what? We need to go Goldilocks here. Yeah, yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if we put the waypoint there because driver really isn't the play. Um, but yeah, for the greens, we need to go a bit Goldilocks. We need to find Goldilocks. We've had them a bit too big on the first course, a bit too small on the second course. We just need to find what's just right. It's right in between. Good. I mean, that tree. I'm not a big fan of trees being in the way, but I've heard arguments too that trees should be hazards, or trees as hazards is fine. So yeah, fair enough. But it was the way that the whole, yeah, I liked the way it dog-legged and it went up the length of the creek. It was cool. These bunker shapes or sizes, sorry, I like better too. They've gotten smaller from what they were before. Up here it's really narrow if I want to hit driver, but if I hit 3-wood, I'm barely going to get anywhere. So, this is a tough driving course. I mean, I'm playing pretty crummy, but fairways are not easy to hit. Yeah, I mean, this green's, that just is too narrow. That's just, yeah, so. Yeah, I wondered. Alright. That's a poor shot. Yeah, there's just not enough room on this green, unfortunately. Yeah, good read. Actually made a decent stroke too. I am putting like the crap. Okay. Alright. This looks nice from here. I wouldn't be standing here if I was these guys, but they're adults. Looks like we got a false front here. So we're downhill, but then back up. Yeah. We're all over the place. Alright. I like the sizing of the green makes more sense. Yeah. Bunks are getting a little bit big, but alright. Now we're going uphill. Again, we're doing this where the fairway runs out. This isn't such a bad thing because we're not getting there anyways. It's a nice look to it. I probably could do without the turbines. That's just because I see so many of them where I live. So that's a personal thing. And then, wow, we're going way uphill here. Okay. Again, the greens. I mean, front right's going to be tricky, but I wouldn't say this is unreasonable in size. It's a short shot. You're asking me to hit a good shot in. That's reasonable. So I will. Okay. Bit of a kind of a, I don't know what I want to call that. Bit of a break, that hole. Didn't really have to think too much. It's driver, and then it's a short iron of some kind, and then we're off. Here, this is going to be interesting because it's downhill a bunch, it's downwind. I think I'm just going to hammer driver. I like the planting there in the rocks. I like the look from the tee. I was going to say, wish I could see the fire. That's just shadows. That's the reason why I can't see it. Yeah, I'm going to try to sling one here. Get it way over here and then see what happens to it. Well, it was thinking about it. I was wondering if I'd be able to sling one around the corner there. I like how you've designed that where the hill comes down that way, so in theory you could run it down there. I just was a little bit too far. And then the green is... It's challenging. Again, you're close to the edge, but here I think you're okay. Yeah, Grublar's liking this whole... Yeah, I'm liking how you've thought this one through. You've given some options to me here. I don't know what the layup would be is the only thing, because you're so far downhill. It's almost harder to lay up than it is to just hit driver. I mean, you'd have to hit something short, I guess, to not run all the way down. But there's bigger concerns than that in the world. Oh, that's just poor. That's poor. And then yeah, you've left. So I've taken it on, but it's not a gimme up and down, which is good. I needed to pay more attention on that second shot and realize that it was going to go screaming down there. Hi. Okay, now we're going uphill with a par 5. Okay, it's a bit wider back here than it is up here. That's fine. Oh, we're starting to hit our driver now. That's good. Can make an argument the bunkers are just kind of here. Although this one's protecting a layup. Uphill into the wind. I mean, we're not getting there. We're not getting close to there. But I'm not seeing a reason not to try to get as close as I can. So I'm gonna do that. So yeah, one suggestion on this hole would be, it's probably a 3-shot par 5 unless you've got a pretty good wind helping. So maybe what am I trying to do here? The second shot, maybe try to make it a little bit more interesting and not just have it be where I can just hammer it up as far as I can. Again, that's a tough thing to come up with, and that's where the really good designers separate themselves. It's with that, the ability to do that kind of thing. I mean, let's yank every pitch shot or splash we hit. That's an idea. Green. Yeah, it's probably one of your better ones. Given that you're expecting a short third shot in. Yep. Pulled it again. My days on the Elite Tour are limited if I keep hitting putts like this. Alright. And this is a neat par 3. So you've put a whole bunch of sand and brush and stuff down here. This is my PlayStation just not rendering it right. You know what? I almost prefer it without all that grass. I mean, it's funny how my PlayStation 4 renders that. I almost prefer just to not have it be all planted. It stands out more. Is that what's going on? Yeah. Anyways. Cliff into doom over there. And I don't know what we've made it. Which doesn't matter. Shouldn't be going over there. Well, this pin you could. We're a little bit uphill. Again, the green's maybe a hair small. I like the look of this hole though. And it's not like it's tiny green, it's just maybe a touch. What are we gonna do here? Alright. I'm pulling everything. So again, I mean, the green's probably fine. For sure, Grublar. Absolutely. Let me know when it's done. I'll give it a go for sure. Alright, this is an interesting hole. So in this course, you've gone more with the like strategic kind of short par fours rather than the bludgeon us to death par fours you had on your last course. And again, with this being, I mean, downwind, downhill, I imagine driver goes through this. A little green makes sense on a hole this length. I'm gonna take a crack at it though. Even though I think, oh, now I'm gonna hit the tree here, right in the middle. So I'm just gonna lay up on this hole. Okay, cool. Balamori golf links. Yep, I'll have a look at that. So I mean that's you could hit iron off the tee to lay up. You could take driver at the green, or you could take driver at the tree, hit it dead in the middle, and then lay it up that way. Now I've chosen that option. Yeah, sculpting. Yeah. I think I'm probably okay with this. I'm hitting a wedge. Yeah, and I was downwind, so I had to, and I was downhill, so I just had to take that into account, and I didn't. Too bad. My bot isn't doing anything. It's supposed to have done something by now. Oh well. Alright, last hole. Oh, I like the looks of this. Like off the tee, that's a really cool look. The par 5, you're saying you're gonna need to hit driver. Now, if I go over here, yeah, alright. So if I ever wanted to lay it up, I mean, I gotta hit it over, you know what, I'm not even gonna bother, because I gotta hit it over the water anyway, so we're gonna take driver and hammer it. Got the wind helping. Got the pier over there with the sailboats and stuff. That's neat. And then, so if I hit it in the rough, what am I doing? I'm hitting it over here. Okay. I'm hitting it over to about here, and I'm leaving myself with a full wedge. Fair. Or if I want to go for it, then I'm doing this. Sorry, that was just me realizing I probably didn't have a club for this shot. Catch the bunker, please. Well, that landed softly enough. Yeah, this hole works. just took off. Okay, I gotta put the pin in because I can't see the hole. Yeah, it's a cool marina, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, the thing you can't deny is that, Berido's put some work into this. He's definitely thought about a lot of things. He's added some stuff. Um, I guess we got two lighthouses. I'm not sure if that's a common thing or not. I mean, it's symmetrical, I guess. Makes sense. Um, yeah, I mean, you've created a really neat environment here, which is cool. And the golf has been pretty good too. And I've yanked the crap out of that. Oh my god. Alright. So, I think one of the questions that we were looking to answer here was, has there been like an evolution in between the two courses? Yes, there has. I'd say that this course had a lot better strategy to it. I think I like the idea of maybe making a shorter course and making it interesting rather than a long course where you just have to keep hammering the ball all day. There were some really good holes on this course. The sculpting still needs a little bit of work. There's a little bit of blindness in places there shouldn't be. The green sizes, we need to find a middle ground between the really big ones on the big course and the little ones here. But you're close. And then the bunker sizing, again, just we need to work on that a little bit, I think. But there's progress for sure. There's no question about that. And I can see where the next course will be better and better again. The other thing I like is that you have two pretty different environments that you've made these in. So you're not just kind of sticking to one style, and you're playing around. You're trying different things, and I think you're going to land on a style that works really well for you, and that's going to produce some really good golf courses. I think you're searching right now. Yeah. Grubler has a good idea there for the green size. And you know what? Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, I like that you're playing around. On the other hand, it's okay to like kind of start with standard and go from there. So, but yeah, keep doing your thing. You're learning. You're evolving. You're figuring things out. Your second course is better than your first course. Your third course will be better than your second. A lot of the top designers feel like your first 5 or 6 probably aren't great yet. It takes you that long to get good at this, so keep going. I like where you're headed. Thank you for sending me a message to play this. That was good. I enjoyed that. And yeah,